Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Punitentiary. I am your warden, the one and only Punisher. And it is my delight to both entertain and torture you with my humor. 5 minutes. 50 Harry Potter puns.
Challenge accepted.
I don't care what anyone says. Harry Potter puns are serious business. Ha ha ha! Who am I kidding? This video is going to be ridiculous. So, climb aboard the Albus, hold on to your wand, and try not to quaffle, because it's time for some Harry Potter puns. We've all had terrible coworkers, am I right? Well, I may have had the worst. He was a smelly clay worker who never shaved. I don't remember his name, so I'll just refer to him as Harry Potter. No matter how much I tried to avoid that guy, he always managed to slither into my business. Plus, he was always in a grumpy mood, growling at me for no good reason. He was perpetually high-strung. So I guess he never tapped into his own stash, if you catch my drift. But that didn't stop him from getting all the Sorcerer's Stone.
Still, I mostly left him alone. I'm no quibbler. It was work after all, so I just had to muggle on. He was in charge of the fantastical beasts because he knew where to find them. So it felt like he could get away with anything. He once spilled a drum of frog urine into the swine pen, and I was the one that had to treat all the hogwarts. And don't even get me started on cleaning up after the hippopotamus. I shouldn't have said anything. I wasn't his keeper, but I knew he was going to get fired someday, so I told him, "You should Quidditch while you're ahead." Of course he didn't listen. Instead, he just walked over to the cage of Barry the magical iguana and said, "You're a lizard, Barry." Needless to say, I was happy when, one day, he forgot to feed the large avians, and he got kicked right out the Gryffindor. He was so angry, he bludgered out of the building in quite the Hufflepuff. If you ask me, that Azkaban hammer couldn't have been dropped too soon. I'm glad he left when he did. Things could have gotten far more Severus. Honestly, though, he wasn't the worst coworker I ever had. There was this one constant tattletale that wore way too much of the sparkly blush. She was such a golden snitch. But never mind all that. I'm here to entertain you. Don't worry, I won't be running out of puns anytime soon, and you can't Weasley your way out of this. My puns are quick of wit, sure to snape you before you can see them coming. My puns are also intellectual and varied. You could say they run the Wizen gamut. You'll also find no repeats in this script, far be it from me to be looping through the same old jokes. I'm sure you'll find my puns are quite marvelous, and that this video has been no squib. You might just have chuckled once or twice before we're done. I mean, Granger things have happened. Skeptical? Hex, I can't blame you, but don't jinx me, or else I'll start cursing. And I'm no potty mouth. Just trust me on this. No need to be a little goyle about it. In any case, I'm sure you can hangleton for a few more minutes. I do have some positive testimonials about my puns. A woman once even tried to give me a tip, but I insisted she keep Hermione, although I wouldn't have minded a tour of her Chamber of Secrets. Are these puns making you suffer? You're looking a bit gaunt. I hope you aren't getting too Hagrid. Though I must admit, when it comes to puns, I am quite the narcissist. After this video, I expecto you may need to rest for a spell. Oh, speaking of spells, don't tell Severus about that new cloning magic. I'd hate to see the rise of the planet of the Snapes. For the love of Godric, are we done yet? We're at 47 puns? Not enough? You want 50. because the title said 50. Well, if you're that picky, there is something seriously wrong with you. But feel free to call me out in the comments. I honestly don't care. I got 99 problems, but a snitch ain't one. Thank you, kind detainees, for visiting the penitentiary. The Punisher is happy to torment your collective ears with his cringe-worthy humor. If you were entertained, please show your support by liking and subscribing. If you want to make your friends smile, or make them bleed from their ears, the Warden would also welcome you sharing this video. If you saw any missed opportunities in this video, or have an idea for a future one, please comment and let me know. Also, feel free to comment about how horrible a person I am for making videos about puns. You are hereby released on parole from the penitentiary. Until next it comes time for your punishment, be well, be kind, and be happy.